So recently I had an opportunity to visit the Pine Ridge Railroaders. They're based in Oshawa, Ontario. I was a member of this club probably, I don't know, maybe 6 years ago. They had an open house and they were trying to recruit members. I thought I'd stop by just to check out the progress of the layout. Primarily I went just because it was free. Other times the club opens, they charge a small fee. And if you can save a bit of money, why not? Anyways, it was interesting to see where the club has come since the time I was there. Anyways, this is a double deck layout, as you can see. It's based on a Digitrax system using Pico Code 100 track based on a Homosote board, and I believe it's an open grid system. So the layout's probably 6-7 years old by now. I don't know. Something like that. Anyways, when I left there was about 40 members. So it's taken those 40 members about 6 years or so to come this far. And Monday nights is spent with meetings. Typically their meetings are between 7 to 9 on Mondays. This is back when I was part of the club. And Wednesdays they use for operation sessions. Club works using a car card system. So it's a lot of shunting of boxcars from one area of the layout to another, dropping off and picking up. It's really a big switching layout. I left because I didn't feel I was doing too much modeling there. There wasn't really too many opportunities to model for guys who work at night, work during the day. So I think a lot of the modeling happened during the day, and you'd show up at night and entire sections of the layout were finished. So I just felt there wasn't much opportunity if you work during the day. And then I got my own layout, and I didn't see much point in being part of the club anymore. Nonetheless, it's still nice to go back and see what they're up to. This is a much bigger layout than my home layout. It's probably, I'm thinking 20 feet long and 15 feet wide, something like that. It's quite a big layout. I think Wednesday nights, typically back when I was part of the club, typically on Wednesday nights they'd host maybe 15 guys running locomotives and trains. One guy would use the throttle, the other guy would have the switch list. So it's always a work in progress, but it's nice to see certain sections looking more finished. They at least have some ballast down. There's a lot of scratch-built buildings around here as well. This is a furniture factory built by one of the members. They've started adding finer details just to really make the scene pop. Coming up, I really like what they've done here, just adding this addition. A little bit of an interest other than just switching. But it is primarily a switching layout, and most of their rolling stock are boxcars. It's funny, I asked the guy, what's that hockey symbol? He didn't know. So you can run whatever kind of power you want on the layout. It's not, restricted to CNCP. Foreign power is welcome. It's really whatever the members want to bring. Of course, the club has its own locomotives, but guys typically bring their own. Same goes with the throttles. I think the club has a few throttles, but guys would typically bring their own. Here's one of the club branded locomotives here. It's interesting, all the box cars are, 50s, 60s era, and yet they're locomotives modern era, so I don't know what they're thinking there, but hey, it's fun. So it's mostly box cars, like I said. On the second level, it's a focus on forestry. They do have some, logging cars. But the upper level, it's meant for a switcher locomotive on the upper level. Just those 6-axle locomotives do not negotiate around the curves too nicely up there. And they have a lot of custom painted Pine Ridge branded rolling stock. I think it's mostly like Athearn or something like that. It's nothing too high end here. It's nice they're adding some trackside details like the ties and the rails, shrubs. Certainly better than the plywood prairie. Here's some more foreign power. Sioux Line locomotive. Here's the upper level, like I was mentioning before, logging focus. And we have the beginnings of a city scene down below. Doesn't look like it's finished though. Buildings look like they still have to be placed. And a bit of a suburb area. Cottages perhaps. I thought this was kind of funny, the HO scale PRR washroom area. I don't know what that's about, but I thought it was kind of funny. But this scene, give it a few years, or I don't know who's working on it, but add in some fine detail, and I think it'll really look pretty good. It's a pretty neat way right there how to use some dead space, like a track that used to be there. Yeah, we have a couple of hopper cars. There's some mills on the second level, but primarily it's box cars. I thought this was interesting. A new addition to the club is this maintenance away train, custom painted. Pretty neat. A bridge that was built by one of our members. Sorry, ex-member. Forest fire. Interesting. Here we have, looks like a farm kind of area. I always thought this area was kind of strange, and just looking at where the animals are grazing on top of this cliff. It's just, I don't know. Some more custom painted locomotives in the PRR colors. We got a big switching yard here. And there's one of the members using that car card system. That's his Rapido GMD1. The scene changes here. It goes to more forestry. Here's the other side. Oh, sorry, this is the N scale layout. They have a big N scale layout here too. Believe it or not, this is mostly built by one member. You know, maybe 2 or 3 other guys helped out, but this is really the vision of one member. I'm not really too sure how much involvement other members had, but I know one guy, he worked on this mostly. It's pretty amazing. So I guess a lot of the club members come in during the day. Monday nights are spent with meetings about I don't know what, arguing mostly. Arguing over what layout goes to what show, and business meetings that really could have been sent to a memo. So 2 hours of eating cookies and coffee and barking. No, I'm not interested. And then Wednesdays is fun because it's the operations night, but as far as modeling goes, you're kind of on your own and come in during the day or model at night, but you're going to be by yourself unless you find a partner. So I'm like, if that's the case, hey, I might as well just, you know, get my own layout and work on my own. I think the only advantage here for the members is, you know, it's a layout here for you. You don't need to build one, you don't need to buy one. You do pay membership dues though. Here's the mine area. It looks pretty much the same. A lot of the club still looks the same. You know, they've added a few things here and there. This area is completely different. That's like a foam material too. Anyways, it was nice to get out. Nice to see what they've been up to and checking out the layout. Hope you enjoy the video. Like and subscribe. Alright, we'll talk to you later. Bye.